What's up, beautiful people? All right, happy day 33 of our 90-day transformation. Today, I wanted to talk about what does an energy drainer look like? Because yesterday we talked about how to boss up. And one of the things I said is that in order to have a transformation, you're gonna have to boss up and to make your changes, right? And now that means sometimes you have to make hard cuts out of your life, like kick people out of your life. So I want to talk about how do you know if someone's adding value or not. So first of all, it goes back to what we talked about last night, not making decisions based off of what you're feeling in your heart, but making decisions based off of your mind. And so the biggest tip I can say, and this goes for any kind of relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, which is the example I'm going to use, but it could also be a work relationship. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. You know, usually people that we just kind of interact with throughout the day, they don't have that power over us. So the challenge is that the people that have that power over us are the ones that our hearts are connected to. They're the ones that have like this deep rooted like place in our heart. And so our heart wants to make that decision to keep them in our life and around us. When really, if you look at the facts, your mind will tell you the right answer, okay? Because you already know. So what does an energy drainer look like? Energy drainer looks like someone that, and this is all stuff that we already know, but just as a reminder, energy drainer is someone that you're giving to more than they are. That could be through presents, could be through gifts. They could be asking you for money all the time and not having any intention to repay anything back. You could be taking them on trips and that you always foot the bill. It could be, let's see here, someone that you're always having to put thought into as in terms of like what you're gonna do, having to ask to spend time with them putting other people above you, making you feel like you can never do anything good enough, right enough, talking over you, wanting to talk more than you, not ever having time to listen to any of your questions or concerns or your feelings. Just somebody that basically wants you to always be right on there, happy. Not that being happy isn't good, but just always together. But yet they're not giving, they're not feeding into your soul, into your heart. And a lot of times it's also someone that you know things aren't adding up, and you just want to convince yourself because you love them so much that it's going to add up and that there's somehow you can make sense of this situation, and you're willing to put yourself through this in order to keep this person in your life, which is crazy because this person in this situation is the one that's keeping you from moving forward in your life. But yet they would be the first most likely to criticize you and tell you that you're not doing enough, that you need to get it together, that what's wrong with you. But the problem that's wrong with you is that you're giving. Things maybe aren't adding up. There's no back and forth conversation that should be happening. And this is what it looks like when someone is being toxic to you, whether they know that they're being toxic or they don't. Now, I'm a firm believer that people know what they're doing. But, you know, if you have someone like that in your life, I challenge you, I encourage you, as hard as it's going to be, start making decisions based off of what you know to be true in your mind, okay? Not what you're feeling in your heart. This could be a family member too. It could be someone that you're always feeding into, always listening to their problems, always coming to their rescue. You know, what value are people bringing into your life? It could be a business partner. Are you pulling all the weight? Is it an equal partnership? Yes, there's going to be times when one person is doing more than the other. That's normal, but not consistently. And definitely, one of the biggest red flags I've come to notice is that when somebody knows that, regardless of what kind of relationship it is, when they know that they pushed you to your breaking point and you're starting to pull away, that's when all of a sudden they'll give you just enough. They'll be just nice enough. They'll give you just enough to keep you there. And if you notice that pattern, regardless what kind of relationship it is, business, family, you know, personal, friendship, intimate, if you notice that pattern with somebody, that's probably the top thing. If you notice that pattern, that's when you know that they're going to deplete you if they're not already depleting you. And usually when it's to that point, they've already started, you're already getting depleted, but they know that that what they're doing is not correct. They know that they're draining you in some sort of way, some sort of sick way. When they give you just enough of breadcrumb to keep you there because they know that they have your heart. So if you want to transform, if you want to successfully transform, you're going to need massive amounts of energy, okay? To make changes in your life, physical, financial, mental, whatever areas you want to change. I'm starting with my physical just because, first off, I took my photos the other day. Whew! I know, might be like, oh, Sarah, you don't have that far to go, but I do. I want to compete again, and I got a ways, and it's okay. It's okay. But when you work on your physical, the biggest reason I started with that is because then when you work on your physical, your mental has no choice but to come along for the ride. And that's where it's really at, is your mental, right? So, because if your mental's strong, everything else comes together. So, watch out for that sign. If somebody is taking, and then when they feel that you've had enough and you're backing off and you're pulling away, then all of a sudden they give a little, or they try to do something nice for you, or they, you know the drill. So just watch out for that. Make decisions with your mind, not with your heart. I know it's hard. I know it's horrible sometimes and you feel alone and it sucks. Just know that you're not alone and that you need to reserve your energy for yourself right now. And this is your time to be selfish. You have to do this if you want to make changes in your life, because we only have a certain amount of energy every day. And if you're giving it away consistently and not getting it replenished, you will not complete a transformation. You will not change your life. I know, I've tried it. You can hang in there for a while, but eventually you'll crack. Okay? All right, that's what I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday night. And yeah, see you guys soon. Okay, bye.